Well, we're back to discuss Danny Collins, and if you watched our review, we liked it. We gave it a favorable review. To get in a little bit more of a discussion, talk about spoilers, that kind of stuff, the sequence with trying to take care of little girls, ADHD disorder thing, whatever, I'm glad that didn't turn out to be like the whole arc of how he got back in with his family, because for a while it seemed like that's where that was going to go.
Yeah.
And the biggest twist or surprise was that, it was actually that his son was potentially dying, and that as great as his son was and as like perfect as everything seemed for them, apart from the learning disabilities and stuff with the daughter, he actually hadn't told his wife that he was sick, and that she might be a single mother or two very, very soon.
And the fact that they did that, I thought that was very interesting, because most of these stories of, I'm going to meet my son for the very first time is typically the parents dying or something horrible is happening to the parent, and they are trying to make amends for everything, and he's really not.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing it for his own reasons, but it was interesting to see the son needing this more than him.
Yeah,
and I thought that was a great twist, and the actors did it justice, and the fact that he didn't want to tell his wife because she was having a rough pregnancy.
right.
I thought that added. You knew that scene was coming where he was gonna blurt it out in front of her, but he added weight to it, because not only did he say that secret, but she's having a rough pregnancy. Now he's put the baby's health. It adds weight to that scene, and I thought that was just great.
Yeah. I mean, the whole end of the second act with him, like, doing cocaine off the letter and the family coming back and him losing it and
then breaking the frame,
being a jerk and all of that. Like, yeah, that was all really well done. The relationship between him and Annette Bening was like, it was like a cute thing that like helped you remember that he does have like a certain amount of charisma, and that only goes so far with real people. Like that, if you're out in LA, you're going to end up with people like his girlfriend at the beginning of the movie. Someone's just going to, tell you yes and be into whatever you want. But, her character was more of a, like, real human being.
Well, she was his straight man, like, which I thought was going to be filled by his manager, but it really wasn't.
Yeah.
I thought that his manager was going to kind of play the Zach Galifianakis role from Birdman, the straight man, the thing that held it all together.
Well, no, his manager was more on the side of, like, he wanted what was best for him, but he also, like, the financial reality was, like, you need to go out and do your greatest hits tour.
Yeah.
Because that's what we need to do to not have to work anymore. And, that's the reality of our financial situation. So. Yeah.
Gosh, there was another scene in there that, the stuff at the beginning, I thought that was kind of...
The gratuitous stuff at the beginning?
Well, not the gratuitousness of it, but the fact that she was cheating and stuff, that seemed kind of like, I don't know, it just seemed weird and out of place.
Oh.
Like it was like background noise while he's packing. It seemed very strange.
No, I mean, it was supposed to be funny, but it was also supposed to help you understand why he wouldn't stay with like this beautiful woman that's like wanting to marry him and throwing herself at him. Like
Yeah.
it gave him the out on that wasn't just, you know, I'm a sellout and I shouldn't be with you. Like it made all of that really clear and obvious and all of that. And he was also just very realistic about it. He was like, yeah, of course you're sleeping with this other guy, and you know, if it makes you feel any better, we were going to make you sign a prenup.
Yeah, I just the scene before where he was talking to his manager and she's of course passed out on the ground. I thought that scene did a pretty good job of conveying why he didn't need to be in that relationship and why he needed to take some time for himself. And then having her cheat on him as well, and that whole conversation, it just seemed like repeating.
But that it gives her more agency for her to be cheating on him. Otherwise, it's just two old men that are like being a jerk to this young woman. Like, what did she do? Like, she just hangs out in parties, and you're like, we need a prenup, and just break up with her. You don't need her.
Yeah.
That's what that's about. And like, they're still friends. Like, they still have a relationship at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so,
but all in all, the movie was really well done, and the soundtrack was amazing. They picked the perfect songs for the perfect times.
mm-hmm.
Kind of makes you wonder how much they paid for that, because I'm sure John Lennon's library is not.
Well, I think they wrote the movie around his music, you know, and they had that thing at the end where they talked about the real inspiration for that. And,
Yeah.
as far as how expensive or, you know, what the licensing and stuff was, I don't know the answer to that. I don't think John Lennon's solo catalog is that impossible to get a hold of compared to like the Beatles stuff. But I also think it's something where like Yoko Ono controls John Lennon's solo music, so if she's on board with the project, it happens, and if she's not, it doesn't happen.
I kind of expected her to show up in the movie.
I think that would have been like too much.
Heavy-handed.
Yeah, too over the top. Because she can't act, and that wouldn't have really worked. Like to have her meet Danny Collins or something at the end.
Yeah.
You know, or for them to like bring her out and have her sing a song or something crazy like that.
Oh my god, that would have been insane.
Yeah.
But you know, I kind of still expected it.
But she's such a polarizing figure that like there's people that would hate the movie just because she was in it. It's just one of those things. Yeah, I did not expect her to be in it at all. But my guess is that she, you know, knows the story about the letter and knows the story about the movie and all of that stuff, and that, you know, they made a deal that worked to get the music. So anyway, that's Danny Collins. I hope you liked the review. If you like the way we do these, like the video, subscribe, share it with your friends. Check out all the written and video reviews at dalemaxfield.com, and thanks for watching.